Wikipedia's relentless march forward to become the planet-spanning one-stop information centre for millions of people all over the world has claimed a few victims along the way. The printed encyclopedia business, for example, has pretty much imploded in the last couple of decades. With me in the studio is a man who experienced that firsthand. Alexander Bob used to head up Brockhaus, one of Germany's best-known encyclopedia publishers. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
First of all, Alexander, could you explain to us exactly what went wrong? Because I believe your business already had its own online model up and ready, but the company as a whole got sold.
Yeah. Right from the beginning, we watched Wikipedia in Germany, and we saw that it's a very dynamic development. And so we decided to put up something ourselves, but a peer-to-peer encyclopedia, which means we would involve institutes and named authors to build up an online for free encyclopedia as well. But
it didn't happen.
No, it finally didn't happen.
Could it have competed against Wikipedia?
We don't know. We will never know, probably. But we had a concept and we had a business model, and the project was ready to be switched on. But exactly at that time, Brockhaus was sold from the owner to Bertelsmann.
So when you see Wikipedia, when you hear the word Wikipedia, what does that mean for you?
I'm very pro-Wikipedia, I must say, because it's free information for so many people. It's a revolution on that, and the increasing knowledge of our time has to be put up somewhere. But I think there's room for an alternative. A peer-to-peer alternative with institutions providing the information.
Wouldn't that go against what Wikipedia is for, though? Wikipedia is for the people and by the people, and as soon as you get an institution involved, I mean, not all institutions are going to be as reliable as, say, some of the institutions I'm sure you're thinking about.
I'm not sure if Wikipedia will be able to keep up the speed necessary without increasing the income. Well, they are a foundation, but still they have to get money from the foundation.
So you think it could get bigger and bigger and bigger, and so big that it
collapses? It collapses for that model they are following, and maybe it's time then for a different model where the users pay for information, but they know from which source they are buying the information.
Would that involve advertising then at some stage?
Yeah, maybe advertising. What's wrong with advertising? If you know that somebody has paid for an advertising being close to an article, that doesn't necessarily mean that the article is influenced by that people. I mean, we have so many magazines.
Convince Jimmy Wales of that, though.
Yeah, I mean, at Wikipedia, we don't know who wrote the article with what intent. If you buy a Spiegel magazine, you know that there is advertising, but you would never say that there's an influence of the advertisement into the content.
And then there's the content itself, what subjects are actually being covered. If you take a look at Wikipedia, 16% of the 1.3 million biographies on English Wikipedia are about women. What about all the rest of the influential women in the world? When it comes to Africa, only 2.5% of the geotagged content is about the entire content of Africa, which is the second biggest continent in the world.
Yeah, it's much more difficult to get people to make articles Wikipedia wants. That was easier when we had these Brockhaus editors, and we could tell them, well, we need more on Africa, we need more on women, we need more on that topic. That was easier to make. But on the other hand, Wikipedia today has much more information than Brockhaus could provide in books or in bookshelves. And it's for free, so it's the best available at the moment.
So I know where you'd like to see Wikipedia move, but where do you think it will end up in the next years? It's been around for 16 years or so. Where will it end up, do you think?
I think they need to go in a direction which professionalizes more and have more editors taking care of certain topics and, let's say, pay for content to be on Wikipedia, at least the first article. It's always easier then to correct and add things to an article that already exists. I think that's the way they have to go.
Alexander, Bob, thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you.